Hey all the aspirant students all around the world, I am Asim, directly coming to help you regarding your US visa application, university research, scholarship and all other stuffs. In this video, I am going to explain in details about what you should do after you get a US visa. So I personally want to congratulate to all the students who finally attended my classes and got a US visa. And I'm really happy that I really made a crucial role in your application. So before going to that, I'm requesting you to do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss any of my updates regarding US visa, immigration and all other stuffs. So you can also go to my Facebook page and like on my page, because I will be sharing a lot more important stuffs regarding your career and all other stuffs. So now let's move to the topic. So guys, first most important thing that I want to share with you, as this is a pre-orientation session for you after you leave your home country and your journey to the United States begins, is to leave your ego or your attitude in your home country. Why I am saying this is because when I was in your place a couple of years back, I have felt that most of the students some students may have got a scholarship, some students may have got to the top universities, some students may have got some kind of good stuffs in their career, right? So but when they find that, they think that they are the top of the world, but they don't know that there are a lot of stuffs in their life they have to face it, and they are some kind of egoistic, they are some kind of they have some kind of attitude like now they should be respected or they should be tagged and the other level kind of thing. So if you have that kind of attitude or that kind of ego in you, that is like that is not normal, then I request you in this video that this is nothing when you come to the United States, because United States don't entertain this kind of things. If you have those kind of ego, attitude, or discriminate in the base of race, religion, gender, community, anything, then that's gonna be a really trouble for you. So I am including this in the first point because most of the students from my home country, they have that kind of ego problem. Whether you be a son or daughter of the millionaire, billionaire, it doesn't matter, because here what happens is even a waste collector, even a millionaire, billionaire, they have to respect each other. They have to respect their race, work, gender, everything, and everybody lives peacefully in a harmony. Everybody has a tolerance level and everybody help each other, right? So this is the most important that the students coming to the United States have to focus on, and remove all those negativity, all those kind of attitude in you, so that's gonna help you to prosper, be a successful, be a whatever you be in your life. And I want to add you one thing more, that even you don't have any kind of degree, even you don't have any kind of qualification, this country have that potential to make you that successful, make you that powerful, you know, in your field, if you do best at the best from your point of view. Not a degree cannot make you successful or you know, take you to that position. So this is the most important thing that every student out there who are watching me should understand. Even if you think that you are the one of the beautiful person in this world, that doesn't count if you get a US visa and coming to the United States. Every color of this person is beautiful, and when you think of that, you have to understand that your beauty doesn't count it, and you have to struggle from the ground zero level, because you have to prove yourself that you qualify for that thing. Unless and until you do that, your beautiful skin, your beautiful color or something like that won't help you. So remove that kind of attitude of I'm the one of the beautiful of this country, or I'm the one of the handsome of this country kind of thing. If you have that kind of thing, that won't help you. Remove that kind of thing too. So the first thing is remove all those negativity, all those kind of egoistic, all those kind of thing that is not helpful when you come to the United States. Now the second point is, after you get a US visa, you have to understand that your documents, your visa, your passport, I-20s, NOCs and every money orders, these are the most important documents that you should have and you should carry in a safe place, like in a safe bag. So beside your baggage, you have to carry this document in a safe place, so that while traveling, while your journey through your home country to the United States, you won't have any problems in the immigration, in the airport, or any places. So be sure you don't messed up on these things. So that's the second most important thing, that keep your documents in a safe place and make it handy, so that you could give to the respective authority, and your process go in a smooth way. And the other thing, the third thing that I want to mention you is that after you get a visa, there is now you have to live on campus or off campus. You have to, if you are under 18 or under 21, according to the states where you are going, you have to decide if you can live off campus then. So if you are living off campus, then you have to find a housing. So you have to contact to the former students who already are studying on that universities, or you have to find a housing. So better look on the one of the most important website, that is Craigslist.com, and on your particular location there is if available apartments or available housing is there, then you can find there too. But think of that, there is a lot of scams out there. Confirm it. If you want my help on that, I can help you. So beside that, you can ask to your international officers and look for the surrounding property management or the real estate who are providing the housing for the students, and consult with them, so that you could live on that housing. So before coming to the United States, you have a proper place to go and live there in the first day as well, because that can create a lot of problem for you. And make sure that you don't come and do some kind of scams, because here too there are a lot of scams. If you want proper suggestion, then you can consult with me on that part too. So on the housing part, you can consult to your international officers or surrounding housings, or the students, or Craigslist.com. So make sure you don't pay any amount before you know a lot more about that. So that's the third thing. And the other thing is, like, when you come to the United States, after you reach to the airport, the important thing is, like, there is a port of entry. So the port of entry is really important, because there are a lot of questions that the immigration officer is gonna ask you, like where are you going, how much you stay, what are your how you gonna pay the expenses, how much you got the money, and all other related steps. On that part too, if you want counseling, I am free to help you. Now the other thing is, when you ask that questions, and if you are going to enter United States before 30 days of your class commencement date, that's gonna create a problem. So better you come to the United States after the 30 days of your class commencement date. So the duration should be shorter to the 30 days. That's really helpful for you. And after you cross to the port of entry, you will go to the departure of the airport. If you have any extended flight, then you go to the respective terminal, and if you are living on that same destination, then you will go to the departure. And make sure your university provide the shuttle service or not, or on which date it will provide, so that you could book a flight in the same date, so that you could have a shuttle service, and you don't have to pay any other extra amount to any other cab, taxis, Uber, Lyft, any other thing. And if you have any relatives or the friends, you can call them to the airport, so that you could have take a transportation from there. So that's the most important thing after you arrive to the United States. So when you reach to your universities, after that, what you have to do is, like, if you have already booked an apartment, or you have already talked with some of the students out there, then they will guide you on which apartment or on which street you are living, and how much walking distance is from your apartment to your universities. Or if you are living in the dorm, then you can directly go to the university, and then do further processing for your dorm staying, right? So this is the most important thing, because you have to book hotel rooms if you haven't done that, and that can create a lot of problem, because hotel rooms are really quite expensive. Per night you have to pay from $40 to $120. So make sure that you book all these steps before you enter to the United States. And if any details you want, then please contact with me. And now the next thing is, like, after you do that stuff, the next thing is, when you get enrolled in the payroll of the university, then you will automatically get SSN, that is a social security number. And if you have any kind of payroll associated with the university, your SSN is the most important thing that you have to take care of, and don't share with anybody else. So take care of that. And if you are not on the on-campus job or haven't got any kind of stipend, scholarship, RATA, then you will not get SSN. So on that part, I'm requesting to all the students that right now, if you are watching this video, go and make a student portal on your university website. And if you don't know, ask the international officers to make the university portal. And after making that university portal, students portal account, go to the job portal or the work portal, so that you can find a list of the jobs opening on your university, on any department. Just apply randomly on any department, on every sector. So now, right now, so before you go to the university, you could come up with some of the interviews that you are interested on, so that you could get a job on the first semester. So on that part, it would be really helpful to manage some of the expenses during living in the United States. So if you want really a detailed explanation on that too, I am ready to help you. And after you apply to these job applications, the job application is really a competitive one, and that might be really helpful when you apply earlier, because students don't know about these stuffs, and I'm sharing you this because you might get helpful, and you might directly get enrolled in the first semester if you don't get any kind of scholarship or assistantships. And that's the most important thing. After that, when you get enrolled, or when you get a job, you get a payroll from the university, and you too get SSN. So when you get SSN, then it's easier to a lot more stuffs, because SSN is required to it's like a government federal tracking ID, where you will be track your income sources, what are your position status, all those things. And after that, what you have to do is like you have to make a bank account, and the bank account making is like easier, and you have to just take I-20 and the passport and all other related stuffs to the nearest bank, and make a bank account. And that's going to be really important while you pay your tuition fees, or when your payroll is paid, when you get a pay from the universities, so that directly it get paid to your bank account. And the other important thing is like to get a SIM card, right? So you can directly go reach out to the nearest store, mobile store, and then you can get that. But the thing is like here, the transportation is a little bit confusing, because most of the people have their own personal cars, and some cities have a good transportation, but most of the cities don't have. So make sure you have the transportation guidance from your international officer, so that you can find out all those important locations and go to that places easily. So after that, go to the nearest customer mobile store, get the SIM card. So when you get the SIM card, take the cheapest one. Don't go for the expensive AT&T and Sprint or some kind of thing, because they are more costlier. Take like a Mobile is the one of the best one, $19 per month. It will provide a best coverage as well in most part of the country. If you want on that part, if you want advice on that part too, I can help you. So take a SIM card, and then be connected with all the family members and all those stuff, because like most of the place have the university, most of the place have the Wi-Fi facilities, so that you don't have any kind of problem here. And that's the most important thing. After that, you continue your classes. Attend your first orientation will be crucial, because if you miss that, then you will miss a lot of important stuff. So don't miss the orientation classes. So when you go to the next semester, like there will be a job vacancy that who wants to help in the orientation class to welcome to the other students, right? So enroll on that class too, so that you could increase your interpersonal skills, presentation skills, networking skills, all other skills, and that will also be beneficial for you. So that's gonna be the thing that is really crucial for you. And after that, finding an on-campus job and all other stuffs, you have to really consider that too, because if you don't get an on-campus job, then you have to look for some kind of job if your tuition fees are a little bit higher, because you cannot afford from asking from the family members or some other people, right? So this is the most important thing. The most important thing that I would like to share with you is the driving license. Every state have their own rules and regulations of their transportation, so make sure which state are you coming, and if they allow or drive international driving license, then definitely you can use your driving license. So you have that options too. If your license is from your home country and it is valid for 1 year, then you can use that driving license too. So make sure you go to the website called dmv.org or something like that. Particularly search on the Google like DMV for that state and look for the international student driving license. So it is not 100% sure that you cannot drive from the international license, because there are 50 states and every state has their own rules. So I guess this might be helpful for you, and if any other questions or concerns you have, you can directly contact with me. So I would guide you in each and every step of your processing. So all the best. Welcome to the United States. I am happy to help you in each and every step of your career. Thank you and bye bye.